Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our service today. Today's service is going to have a little different feel to it. We'll be sharing a video that many of you helped us create later in the service, at the end of which we will gather together again in real time for joys and concerns and then conclude the service. Thank you to everyone who helped bringing the service together. And thank you to all of you who have been part of building our virtual services all these other weeks that we've been in quarantine. So many people working together to keep the connections alive are what makes GNUUC what she is. Again, good morning. I'm Thina Berry, one of your service presenters today. We are on Zoom, we are live streaming on YouTube, and we are recording our service. And as a side note, Zoom has had some problems today, some reported problems today. If we end up getting cut off, we will continue recording the service and then have it available later on YouTube. I'd like to welcome any visitors. And when we are all able to, we hope that you will join us in person at some point. Just as a reminder, our minister, Reverend Cynthia Kane, is on study leave until May 29th. If you have a critical need, you can indeed reach out to her. But for anything else, please contact one of your church leaders directly. If you would like to take some time right now and find a candle to light during joys and concerns at the end of the service, now's the time to do that. In addition, in the email you received earlier this morning with the service reminder, we include the words for the songs we'll be hearing today and the wording of the version of the 7 principles some of our children will be reading for us. If you'd like to go and find that email right now so you have it available, feel free to do that. Thank you for being here today. I got to tell you, it brings me great joy to see people gathering as we do each week for these virtual services. Again, the service may look and feel a little different today, but the intention remains the same, and that is to help us each find peace and connection where we are. If you have a chalice or a candle at home, feel free to light it. Wherever you are, we are gathering under a united flame. And now, let's begin our service entitled, The People Make the Church. Our time for all ages today is about celebrating our graduating seniors. This is a tradition at GNUUC in which we have the opportunity to hear from the seniors and applaud their accomplishments. Since we can't be together, we asked our graduating seniors to record a brief message for the church. I invite you to sit back, enjoy, and help us celebrate Liz Jancora and Laurel Spencer-Smith. And now we hear from our 2 graduating seniors.
Hi, I'm Liz. I'm finally graduating and I'm very excited about it. I plan on doing my Tennessee Promise at the Motlow Community College because it's really close to home. And probably doing liberal arts or psychology. And then after that, I plan on going to Chicago to do art school and then getting my bachelor's there. And then maybe if I'm feeling bold, go back and get my master's in art therapy. And just kind of doing whatever along the way. I got a puppy and my best friend's moving in with me. And I'm just really hoping that these next few years are going to be really great.
I was asked to make a video kind of talking about my high school experience and what I'm planning on doing in the future. As we all know, with the pandemic that's going on, I've had kind of a weird year. I didn't get to finish high school necessarily. I'm graduated now, but we got kind of halfway through the year and then it all just ended. It's been hard to deal with, but you know, I've been able to go to service with you guys every Sunday. I've been one of the co-hosts, and I've been helping with the audio and all of that. My plans for the future would be taking advantage of the 2 free years at Columbia State while remaining here at home with my parents. Afterwards, I will be continuing on to a 4-year school, and even after that, going into graduate studies for forensic anthropology. I look forward to seeing you all again on Sunday.
Thank you to both of them. Another part of this tradition is gifting each senior. Our congregation has the opportunity to help launch our youth out into the world through senior jars. If you are so inclined, you can donate however you see fit to this gift. Reverend Cynthia has also sent them a gift, and the church will send them the senior jars once we fill them up. So thank you to both Liz and Laurel. The doors of our building are closed, but our ability
When the collection is split.
But our ability and need to reach out into the world to make things better remains. Go ahead, Jenny. Sorry about that.
When the collection is split for philanthropic purposes, as is the practice of many congregations and communities, the decision of which organization we share with reflects our beliefs and our values.
As a ritual that's part of a UU service, the offering is a time for us to come together to become a part of something greater than ourselves. It's a moment of transformation, interconnection, and UU identity.
This month's Share the Plate recipient is Second Harvest. And just so you know, the Share the Plate tradition at GNUUC allows us to share with communities that we really appreciate the work that they do. When we do the Share the Plate, half of the proceeds collected through the plate as Share the Plate offerings go to the organization that we're sharing with, and the other half go to GNUUC. You can share in many different ways. One is to click donate on NashvilleUU.org, or you can text, or you can mail a paper check to 374 Hicks Road, Nashville, Tennessee, 37221. And make sure you put in your memo, pledge, Share the Plate, or senior jars. And we'll take a brief moment while folks have a chance to donate in whatever way they prefer.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle around to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time.
Thank you for your generosity. And now, an opportunity to hear from our congregation. Come into this room, way into this chair, breathe into this body, the very body that will be you, for better and for worse, in sickness and in health, till death do us part.
Come into this day, raise your gaze into this light, this one steadfast sun who watches over all growing beings, even you, even now.
come into this heart and break into the boundlessness of wild beauty.
No beginning or ending in you,
but flowing through like white water,
reaching toward all that ever was and ever shall be.
The building is where we have gatherings, but it's the people that make up the church.
Come, come, whoever you are, come to worship, whoever you are, leaving, voices no caravan of leaving, voices no caravan of despair. Come, yeah, whoever you are, come to worship, whoever you are, leaving, voices no caravan of leaving, voices no caravan of despair. Come, come, yet again, come.
The building is where we have gatherings, but it's the people that make up the church.
The truth is this: if there is no justice,
there will be no peace. If we cannot bring justice to the small circle of our own individual lives,
we cannot hope to bring justice to the world. And if we cannot bring justice to the world,
none of us is safe and none of us will survive.
Nothing that Unitarian Universalists need to do is more important than making justice real, here where we are.
Here where we are.
Here where we are.
The building is where we have gatherings,
but it's the people that make up the church.
The truth is that things don't really get solved.
They come together and fall apart. They come together again and fall apart again.
It's just like that.
The healing comes from letting there be room for all of this to happen.
Room for grief, for relief, for misery, for joy.
Come gather round, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the waters around you have grown, and accept it that soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your time to you is worth saving, so you better start swimming, or you'll sink like a stone, for the times they are changing. Come writers and critics who prophesize with your pen, keep your eyes wide, the chance won't come again. And don't speak too soon, for the wheel's still in spin, and there's no telling who that it's naming. For the loser now will be later to win, for the times they are changing. Come senators, congressmen, please heed the call. Don't stand in the doorway, don't block up the hall, for he that gets hurt will be he who has stalled. There's a battle outside and it's raging. It'll soon shake your windows and rattle your walls, the times they are a-changing. Come mothers and fathers throughout the land, don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging. Please get out of the new one if you can't lend a hand, for the times they are a-changing. The line it is drawn, the curse it is cast. The slow one now will later be fast, as the present now will later be past. The order is rapidly fading, and the first one now will later be last, for the times they are a-changing. For the times they are a-changing.
Would you rather have the good news at a bad time, or bad news at a good?
Give me the good news, please.
Okay. Bad times don't last forever.
Man, I needed that. And the bad news?
Good times don't last forever either.
So news is, basically. Things change.
When it's bad, we need the good. That's new, old, and always.
The building is where we have gatherings, but it's the people that make up the church.
First principle, we believe that each and every person is important.
We believe that all people should be treated fairly and kindly.
Third principle, we believe that we should accept one another and keep on learning together.
We believe that each person must be free to search for what is true and right in life.
Fifth principle, we believe that all persons should have a vote about the things that concern them.
We believe in working for a peaceful, fair, and free world.
Seventh principle, we believe in caring for our planet Earth, the home we share with all living things.
The building is where we have gatherings, but it's the people that make up the church.
Long before the pandemic, the trees knew how to guard one place with fruits and shade.
Moss found how to hug a stone for life. Every stream works out how to move in place, staying home even as it flows generously outward, sending bounty far.
Now is our time to practice.
Singing from balconies, sending words of comfort by any courier.
Kindling our lonesome generosity to shine in all directions like stars.
shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive in this great turning. We shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive in this great turning. We shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning, we shall learn to lead in love.
The
The building is where we have gatherings, but it's the people that make up the church.
Again, thank you so much to everyone who helped make that video possible, to hear all the voices. This is a time in the service where we share, a fundamental part of being in community. As we move into this, please be mindful that we are streaming and recording on our channel. If you keep that in mind as you decide what you want to share. Also, please be mindful of others' desire to participate and keep your comments brief. In our effort this morning to remind us that our church is the people, not the place, we've asked you to have a candle to light in your own home, if it helps to create this feeling of connection for you. If you'd like to share, I invite you now to wave, and I will call on you and unmute you. So I got to change so I could see the Brady Bunch vision. So if you'd like to share, go ahead and wave. I see Wayne Kersey. And I'm trying to unmute you. Give me a second, please. Hey, Jenny, I'm having trouble unmuting people. Can you try?
I'm trying also.
Thank you.
There we go. Go ahead, Wayne.
Probably me. I'm the loudmouth in the family. Well, I just wanted to wish them well. I wish they'd had a better senior year, but we haven't forgotten you, and we wish you all the best. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say today. Love to everybody, though.
Thank you, Teresa. Would anyone else like to share? I see Karen Spencer-Smith.
Thank you. I have to say that this is the first service that I've participated in from home.
And it's really interesting. And it's just wonderful seeing everybody today. I'm going to light a candle for Laurel and her senior year, and what she and all of our youth take from this time, because it will influence the rest of their lives. And I hope that they find good with that.
Thank you, Karen. I see Sandy Blands.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I have great joy in this presentation I've heard. I light a candle, and I agree that our church is made up of the people more than anything else. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy.
Teresa again.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
I did forget a couple of things, and yes, I'm really enjoying the survey. It's the people, not the building. And I did love, though, the cruise around the building, the video. It's just been really nice. I wanted to say I was struck by the music today. And I remember when all these songs came out, you know, Bob Dylan was writing and everybody else writing the protest songs. And it strikes me how relevant again they are for all of us. And I hope that we keep singing them and we keep reminding people of them and of the time that we lived through before, that we needed them. It's a bit different, but it is the same. And I'm just appreciating hearing them again. Thank you, Elizabeth. And just one more quick shout out to Sandy, who's been sewing her little heart out and making masks for everybody. Appreciate you, kiddo. Anyway, love to everybody. I'm really done now.
Thank you. I see Doug Lucas. You're unmuted. Oh, you were. Jenny, can you unmute Doug?
Got it.
Thank you.
Unmuted. Yeah, I'm Doug Lucas. I really enjoyed the service today, and hearing from so many voices, our spirit, and also the chance to, see the grounds again in the building. I brought back a certain spirit that way. So I really look forward to having a copy of this service to play in the future, near future, probably, when I need the kind of inspiration that I got from it. And I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. I see Larry Blands.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I can talk about the various reasons for political and COVID despair, etc. One of the things that really renews me, and I'm so lucky, I was able to ride my bike yesterday, and there's all these people around, but you don't have to worry about it. You're outside. COVID is not going to be transmitted very much outside. I even talked to some of them riding my bike, and it was refreshing to be in nature and to be around people. And I'm glad I can be around you all virtually. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry. I see Susan Minking.
Hi, everybody. I really also enjoyed what we had so far in the service, but I just wanted to share something that I saw when you were on the inside of the sanctuary going around and seeing all of the empty chairs. It reminded me of Oklahoma City, the memorial park there, where all those empty chairs show people who are no longer there. And I just thought there's a little bit of a connection. They had the pandemic of terrorism, and we now have the pandemic of COVID, and it leaves a lot of empty chairs. That's all.
Thank you, Susan. I see Jennifer Kate Seidel.
It's Alice.
We have our cat now.
Hey.
Sweetest little cutie, and she's hiding under the couch right now, but she was in the window looking at the birds.
That's awesome. Thank you, Alice. I see Susan Dreamer.
So this little pumpkin on my lap turned 6 years old, and Tuesday would have been my mother's 100th birthday. So
birthday.
We are celebrating birthdays.
I see Bob Nemi.
And the music of the times changing is definitely true. I was glad to see the walkway into the woods. It was beautiful.
Thank you, Bob. I see Barbara Bafilio.
Hi, I want to thank Sandy Blands and Sarah Jane Powell for taking care of me and keeping me fed and in touch with the church with their visits, even though they usually stand outside and stay away from me. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Barbara. I see Charles Sumner.
It's Marge who wants to light the candle. I have a friend, Karen Wabi, who has stage 4 cancer, lung cancer, and I'd like to light a candle for her.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, I see Thina Berry. I launched a brand new kayak yesterday. I'm very excited about it. I named it the Queen of the Nile, and she is absolutely gorgeous, and I absolutely love her. Okay. Great. That was me. Did everybody hear my share?
Yes.
Okay, good. I think I've covered everybody on video. So let's, Jenny, if you can unmute everybody on the phone.
They are unmuted.
Okay.
Linda Berry here. I just want to thank everybody for making it possible for us to have this opportunity to go to church from a distance. I miss you people so much, and our UU family means so much to me. And Thina, I'm glad we got that canoe home.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom. Anyone else on the phone want to share? All right, I will light one last candle for all unvoiced joys and concerns, as there always are. We have an announcement from Jesse Spencer-Smith about our pledge drive. Jesse?
Just want to remind everyone that we are now finishing up the pledge drive. We still have not received pledges from everyone. Would like to remind you, if you've not had the opportunity yet to visit, to either answer the email or to make a pledge, then if you would, please do visit Nashville UU, our website. There's a pledge link directly on the front page. Take a few minutes and indicate what you'd be able to pledge for this coming year. We're going to be reaching out to folks who've not had an opportunity to pledge starting a little bit later on today. So if you're not able to do that, then we'll certainly look forward to speaking with you. If you have any questions or any concerns, please feel free to email me, jesse.spencersmith@gmail.com, or you can certainly call me as well. I'm in Breeze. But I look forward to speaking with you and to giving you an update on where we stand with pledge next week. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse. I want to take a moment to thank everyone who participated in building this service today. As you see on your screen, there were a lot of people involved. This has been a joy for us to put together. Jenny Gemignani, Chris Gemignani, and I were the ones who brought together the idea, but it really took everybody to build this. And I want to, with great gratitude, express my appreciation, my joy to everyone who participated in bringing this together. So I will close with the following words. Maybe when social distancing is a thing of the past, we'll hug a little longer, we'll hold a little harder. And remember that nothing matters more than the time we spend with the people we love. As is our tradition, we now that our service is ended, we will stop the recording and the live YouTube and enjoy some time together in our coffee chat. So all the phones will be unmuted and